As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Well, guys, Coach told me this hostile environment is going to be a big challenge today. He said late in the season, every conference game carries extra weight, especially now that they have played their way into the top 12 nationally. As you know, with this college football playoff remaining where it stands right now, being in this bracket matters down the stretch. Late in the season, he just wants his team to continue to play with confidence and physicality. He knows the prize is in sight for this group right now. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. Here he comes with the return. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So Nebraska's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Stop right at the line of scrimmage, and this crowd giving this defense some juice. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team. I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that pocket was for the quarterback to throw.
Oh, a lot of space. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Parker. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Buckeyes offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes Julian Sayet. More than 300 yards passing and a couple of touchdowns last time out. Bunch formation for these receivers. Throwing, Sayet. Smith's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. It's dropped after taking the hit. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. It's the conference finale today. Win this one. Extra football ahead. Has taken a ton of hard work to get here, David, and they certainly can't afford to let down.
Yeah, and you people, Reese, you know, that looking ahead, always pointing to the future, like They need to win today. Like, their goals are still in front of them, but today is a big day in the conference to continue to keep winning.
And that's the thing I think their coach kept reminding his team of all week long. At the very start of the year, in our first team meeting, we put our goals up on the board. The #1 goal was to win the conference. And they have a chance to guarantee themselves a spot in that game with a win today.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Back to the ground game on the left. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. Offense in a bunch formation. Here's Julian saying to throw. Fires to the tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. The run inside. It's Jackson. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. 3rd and long right here. They give it back to him. Across the 25, he's got room. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Sayin. Working that left side now. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Running the red zone, it's Jackson. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they're having none of it.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it and still on his feet. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? Sayin to throw for it on 4th. Into the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment. Calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that, drops the ball right in his hands.
Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that.
Turning on the Jets. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down. The Cornhuskers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action on first down. Complete downfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, you usually don't get that wide open in the end zone. If that ball comes in like that, that's a play the receiver has just got to be able to make for his team.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The run to the right. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Drops back. It's Scalandria. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Fielded in the end zone. It's Parker. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can...
Snags it, and there's running room. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Straight ahead, it's Jackson. Breaks into the open. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Say it. Fires to the middle. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
2nd and long here. Looking to pass. It's Say it. Out wide right, it's Rodgers. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Running inside, it's Rodgers. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and pick it up.
Yeah, you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
Here's Sayin to throw. Looking left. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. Week 12, you get through this far, you just hate to see it. We'll have Holly check on this injury a bit later on. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They want to throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. Turning it on. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
lined up in the gun on third down. Say it. Got it. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now, first and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third downs.
And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's, Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent, it's predictable, and then you pin your ears back, and that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. To the air, it's Calandria. They're all over him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front four to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
And the Huskers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Throw it, say it. He's going to let it go. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
From the gun on third down, say it. He's not afraid to go deep. Another incompletion on third down. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. Searching for space. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Throws for the tight end. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Finds a crease, it's Rodgers. Inside the 25. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes, that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's changing the play. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. In the red area, it's Rodgers. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Number 96 sets a kickoff.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. No surprise, looks as if they'll be content just to head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. Let's start with a look at Georgia Southern taking on the number 14 team, the Troy Trojans. And it's the Eagles coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. They win their 2nd straight game, and talk about doing it in style. That margin of victory is a head-turner. Here are now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. Now back over to your game in Columbus. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
The Cornhuskers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Holly, what are you finding out about the latest on this injury?
I caught up with Ohio State's head coach coming out of the locker room. Guys, the coach told me their running back will not return to this game. I could see that he has suffered some type of upper body injury. He tested it out several times here on the sideline, but ball security could be an issue. He is definitely out to start this second half. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly. Out wide left, it's Rodgers. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make...
Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Back to throw, it's Calandria. They'll run the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter in the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision. The Huskers will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's past the sticks. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Might as well give it to him again. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Takes the handoff. It's Rodgers. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Making the adjustment on the play. Saying from the gun on third down. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. The Buckeyes will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Trying to get started. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Long way to go on second down. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Turns it upfield.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Ohio State sending out the offense. Drive. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Here's Julian saying to throw. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State. Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Say it. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Buckeye. That one will give them the lead. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Now, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Fires to the big fella. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
Well, I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Right side, it's Hunter. Could not make his way to the corner.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Left side, it's Barney. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. To the air. It's Calandria. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of that one.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, but you're going to have time to throw.
He slides that just inside the right upright. And here in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And as they say, it's a brand new ball game. That field goal tied it up, and now let's see if they can put together a winning drive. Quick give. It's Rodgers. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Say it. Over the middle, it's Smith. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
The Buckeyes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Rashad Downs going up top. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
It's a nice job by the defense turning the page. You just gave up an explosive play. Now you got to come right back with tempo, and a nice job in the back end covering to force that incompletion.
Here's Sayin to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight, it's close, tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance to drive for the go-ahead score. The defense there to make the stop. He barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Second down coming up. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. He's dropped. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Dropping back, it's Calandria. He's got it. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's Ives. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Look out! Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And the D chooses to bring pressure. A lot of times, big moments when you get in these fourth quarters regardless, like pull the trigger, be aggressive, bring the pressure to them. They do hit the QB as he's throwing it and force the incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Had to start that slide a little early, and he'll be short of the 1st down.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And now they've taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job, right? Here late in the fourth quarter, they put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, say it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just left that ball well short.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Moves the pocket. It's Sayin. This one's complete. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
And this offense, they got another positive gain, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Sayin back to the air. Right down the middle. Rolls it in. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Back's got it on the screen. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Man, this is such a hard situation. That clock is your enemy, and you've got to push the ball down the field. But you know the defense is dropping back, so you can take the underneath stuff and go to your 2nd and 3rd read some, but we got to stay aggressive.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up-tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Drops back on first down. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And this one to bring us to a deadlock in the final moments. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And with 3 seconds left, a last chance to extend the game into overtime. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this game. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
And the Buckeyes will have it 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Rodgers. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Zayn. Out wide right, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Ohio State. They strike first here in overtime.
And listen, if I have a playmaker and running back like that with that kind of speed, yeah, I'm going to throw the swing to him too. He drops back, surveys the field. He says, I know my guy can make a play, gets the ball in his hands right now on the swing. He does the rest, gets in for the touchdown.
And right down the middle. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Out wide left, it's Barney. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. Makes a catch. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
It's 3rd down, and they need to get it in the end zone to stay in the game here in OT. Powers inside. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. He sacked this defense all over him.
Now, I wonder if the offensive coordinator is wishing he would have tried running the football a couple plays ago because the windows are so small to throw into down here. You've had an incompletion. You've now given up a sack. It's going to make this 3rd down really tricky.
Third down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Firing toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped on 4th down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.